Welcome to an update regarding our BBR team. We have made some transactions, and you have already been spoiled to all the Pokemon we are dropping because they are on the thumbnail. So that means our team is saying goodbye to our Cloyster, Registeel, Grafaiai, and our Terra Captain Flygon. But now, what you did not see is that we have changed our Terra Captain to Sinistcha, which we will talk about later. I do want to give massive credits to my friend Jay Ricky that gave me the idea to make all the transactions that I did. And big respects to him for keeping it real with me on how he felt, because he told me Flygon was copium, and that did kind of hurt my feelings at first because I do love Flygon, but I do ultimately think that he is right and that there was a better option for a Terra Captain. As for the pickups, we pick up Arbolivia, Empoleon, Electivire, and Dragalge. So we do lose our Flygon that can Terra into a Steel or Electric, but that is okay because Empoleon becomes a much more reliable Steel type for the team, and Electivire now comes as a dedicated Electric type Pokemon with an Electric immunity. So the reason I dropped Registeel is because it was pretty one-dimensional after realizing that it doesn't have access to Seismic Toss and Toxic anymore. It isn't as consistent because of those low offensive stats of base 75. Also because Empoleon has such utility with the Stealth Rocks, the Roost, the Knockoff, the Flip Turn. It is kind of undeniably better than Registeel. Honestly, Grafaiai and Cloyster are collateral damage in the drops because I do love them as Pokemon and I wish that I could have kept them, but with our other transactions we needed to patch up the team. Without Flygon as a Dragon type, we pick up Dragalge, which is also our grounded Poison type, going to help us in a matchup where we need to absorb Toxic Spikes. Dragalge also becomes our Toxic Spike user that helps us replace Cloyster, which was previously our only Pokemon on the team with the move. Dragalge does provide some immediate damage off of its stabs because of adaptability, sometimes with little investment, and can even break through some walls when you slap a Choice Specs on it, and it offers some momentum with Flip Turn. I do like that it pairs well with Empoleon, as Empoleon is weak to Electric and Fighting, and Dragalge resists both. Without the option of Flygon being an Electric type as Terra Captain, we pick up Electivire. Electivire got buffed this gen with access to Knockoff and the newly added Supercell Slam, but what makes it really good and has always made it relevant in draft is its access to Bolt Beam coverage with Ice Punch. I'm also liking that it got access to Trailblaze as well. Being able to give yourself a speed boost and then switch up your coverage moves is always good. So I mentioned earlier that I like the synergy between Empoleon and Dragalge, Empoleon being weak to Electric and Fighting, and Dragalge resisting them both. Now, what I did ignore is that there was a glaring ground weakness shared between Empoleon, Dragalge, and Electivire. So that is where Arbolivia comes in. As a grass type which resists both, and sets up the terrain, it weakens Earthquake. It kind of justifies those Pokemon now that their weaknesses are covered up. Also, I don't want to forget about Sinistcha being our new Terra Captain. I picked Fairy mostly because Jay Ricky told me to, but I can see that hitting Dark types for super effective damage is a good thing. Also, Ghost as the second option because of how good Ghost types are. Only one type is immune, being Normal, and the ability to block Rapid Spins, plus dish out powerful boosted Hexes and Shadow Balls. So that's it. That's the team transaction slash roster update. Let me know what you think down below. And if you're excited for any of the changes that I made specifically, do you like any of the Pokemon that I changed? Do you hate them? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching this quick little video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time. The battle is actually going to be coming out right after this, so stay tuned.